Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the TTC Toronto Transit Commission live chat. Just give me a minute while I bring up my co-host and invite a few people in. Okay. There we go. Just waiting for some people to come in before we start the show. Just sent some invites. Hopefully there'll be people around that are joining us. And here comes our co-host. Well, waiting for our co-host. There she is. How are you, dear?
Hey, doing good.
Everybody, this is our co-host, Denise Stringer, my wife. And looks like that you're the only one on at the moment. So I'm going to get the show underway anyway, and people come in. They can watch the video later. You can also watch again on YouTube. As you see in the pinned post, you'll see the link to the playlist that this video is going to be put in later on today. And anybody that's watching off of YouTube that's not in our TTC group on Facebook, please join the TTC Toronto Transit Commission group. It is a good group. You'll love it. There's a great bunch of people on there. And over the years, I've seen a lot of changes with the TTC. I moved to New Zealand at the end of '76. I came back in 2002. I couldn't believe the big changes. I remember when I came home from school, I'd hop on my moped, go straight up Western Road to Steeles. All that was there is farmland. And now when I go past there, I don't even recognize the area anymore. That's how much it's changed. It's just amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any farmland around here anymore unless you head further up towards Barrie. There used to be some nice farmlands around the Finch and Weston area, or I should say Weston and Steeles. Because I grew up Finch and Weston, so we used to have like the Finch bus, or towards when they opened up Finch Station, then it was renamed the Finch West bus, and then we had the Wilson 96A bus that came along Rummock Road, which now has been taken over by the Finch West bus 36 DNF, if I'm not mistaken. So not exactly sure when they took over. Not off the top of my head. I have to go and do some research on it later. But yeah, I remember some of the old classic routes. That's why when I was able to come across this software package that somebody had offered me in the UK, and this is in its public domain, the one that I've got, which is Hanover Helen 3.3. I believe I posted the link in the group under one of the chats, but if anybody wants the link again, I can repost it. It's very good. You want to look up Hanover Helen on YouTube because there are a lot of good YouTube videos showing you how to set up the signs. And if anybody wants to play around with it and wants to do their own TTC signs like I do, then just let me know and I'll drop you the dimensions down of the signs and the dots for the signs. That won't be a problem. TTC uses Luminator, so I can't use the exact dimensions, but I can get pretty close to it with Hanover Helen. So right now I'm looking at a Hanover DG3 controller box, which I don't know if I can get in the States because I know there's a Hanover Helen company in the States, and I've been trying to get a hold of the sales rep there for the last few months. We've sort of been playing phone tag, so hopefully one day I'll get a hold of them, see if if they've got any old retired signs and controller boxes that's compatible with the software that I'm using. Who knows? Maybe I might get lucky and get something which may use a later version of the software that I might be able to get a hold of through the company. But I'd just be happy just to get a controller box and a display sign, and then I can run my own classic TTC bus signs. I like to set it up like the old signs when I was a kid, but in today's day and age, I have to emulate it into today's technology. So that's not too bad, but it keeps me off the streets.
I keep an eye on you.
Yeah, there you go. Now I'm in trouble. I'll be in the doghouse later. But yeah, let's go over here. And as you see, I've got this one set up at the moment. Okay. If any of you remember the old classic North Young 59C that used to go to Steeles via Willowdale from Eglinton Station, many years ago, which would have been in the early 70s. I wonder why that's doing that at the bottom. Well, that's interesting. I've got to look into that. I've never noticed that before, where that display just... Okay, no, I don't know what happened. Maybe there might have been a glitch in the program, but that's working now. And as you can see, right in the green box, that's what the bus driver sees when he's driving, when he's picking the destination program. So that will be his little sign in the box there. Now I'm just going to come over to here. Right, okay. Now, this is another format of the printout of what I've designed in the box so far. And I know it looks a bit wonky. It's not usually very good to do a video or a picture off of a computer screen. I don't know, do you see wiggly lines?
I can't really see it, make out what it is. It's all really blurry to me.
Right.
So the letters are kind of jumbled, half there and
Yeah,
half not, shadowy.
But I mean, do you see like funny wiggly lines bouncing around? Because I see it on my end. But anyway, people,
like
I will. Hey?
I don't see anything like that. I don't even know what I'm
Okay,
looking
well,
at because I can't read any of it.
No, it just might be my end. But later on, I will upload this, download it onto my phone here and send it to you guys, upload it into the group and show you what a better look of what the bus drivers list looks like. Now, if we come here, now I'm going to come here. Where do we see? Okay, so here we see the front. So we'll open that up and there we go. Now, as you can see in the box, if you want to do a printout of that so you know what your destinations are, it will actually give you your code number, your route number, your branch, your route, and then your branches on the side. So, if you guys remember, let's go to number one. Oh, sorry, I gotta shut that down, I forgot. Let's go to number one, open that up. Now, who remembers this on the bus signs when you were a kid, when the buses went out of service? Yes, this is an old sign which came out in the 50s, 60s, and sometimes I think it was in the 70s, but and then you guys must remember this sign. Buses would go into do special things every so often. So you would actually see that sign, which was basically same as being like, I guess, a chartered bus. But here, I have never seen. Okay, hold on. Let's go do this one here. This next one. Okay. Yes, I remember when they used to charter special buses to the Woodbine races. This sign would come up on the beginning. Okay. And I don't remember this one here. Okay, Steels. This was probably out in the 50s before they designated numbers to the buses. So you'd have one that says Steels, Richmond Hill, Langstaff, etc., etc. But, and as you see, there it is in the box down there. And of course, there's no designation number, so no numbers will come up in the box. And then now, if we come down here, all right, now remember the Bathurst 7B. It used to go to Lawrence and the AM and PM rush hours. Well, you'd have a sign that would say this in today's day and age, and then when you get to Lawrence and then you want to go to Bathurst Station, then you would click on to that sign, and there we go. And there will be 7B to Bathurst Station, as you see there in the window. And of course, back in the old days, we didn't have a designation for the short-term bus, but I did one earlier today. And this one, I think, will be going to Wilson, because the Bathurst bus used to short turn every day. Well, I wouldn't say every day, but every time I went to short turn, 90% of the time, it would turn off at Wilson. And some routes had short turns and some routes didn't have short turn.
Right.
Yeah. So it'd be nice if I got the controller box and display. Then I could actually have this running in the background all day long, wherever I decide to set it up.
Yeah.
And then my friend Joseph, he contracts himself out to the TTC, and he was very helpful. He actually helped me with most of the dimensions and the format of the way for me to set it up. So that list there is not a permanent list. That's still in test mode for me. Still working out the bugs before I start doing complete sets of signs. And each week, if you want me to do this each week or each month, we'll go through a different set of signs. And if anybody wants me to show them how to make a sign, I can do it. It'll be a bit awkward with me holding the camera with one hand and me, typing with the other hand, but we'll get there. That won't be a problem. But like I said, I want.
Up.
What's that?
You keep freezing up.
Do I?
Yeah, you'll be talking and nothing's moving.
That's got to be Facebook.
Yeah, I just watch anyway. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I want to do, and I'm a hobbyist, we'll get this straight here. So what I want to do is recreate my favorite bus routes from when I was a kid and be able to show it on a display. But right now, I can set it up on the computer until I get a controller box and a display sign. Then I'll put it in there. And of course, when the grandkids end up seeing the signs, you know what they're going to say? Granddad, can I change the sign? Can I change the sign? Because I remember when I used to travel on the buses. You remember the old roller signs? Yeah, when I got under, I wanted to climb up on the seat. My mother had to pull me down because I wanted to change the sign all the time. So I know what my grandkids are going to be like. They'll probably wear the box out. I might have to get a spare one.
Uh-huh.
But as but as you see in the box, I noticed that the box that I posted in the group, it had was it 8 digits? Okay, now from what I understand, some of the boxes will only take 4 digits, but the software is set up for 10 digits. Now, 10 digits would be fine for me because I, want to set up different types of combination. Like for myself, if I want to do the 59 route, then I'm going to make the code 5900. And when I do the the short turn routes will probably start, like for North Young, short turn started at 5950. So all my short turn uh, signs will start at 50, but the regular signs will be like, say, from 5900, which would be to Richmond Hill, 5901 to Eglinton Station, 5902 to Richmond Hill Express, and so forth and so forth and so forth. That's how I set it up. Not sure how the TTC set it up, but I know they're all screwy and it doesn't really go in any kind of sequential order. So I like things, simplicity. That's me. And yeah, wanted to do, try to recreate the old classic streetcar signs, but I'd have to have split signs across. It wouldn't work really very well with one sign on top and one sign on the bottom. But I mean, if I had to, I could do it that way. But that's something that can be seen, looked at down the road. I'm just mostly interested in the classic bus signs itself. It's just a pity that I couldn't set up the same format as the roller sign. Then that would have been good. That would have saved a lot of problems and not so many headaches. Um, I'm surprised that there's nobody watching today.
I don't know. Oh,
I don't know if Sunday afternoon's not, very good for a lot of people. Might
yeah.
have to do a poll in the group to see what day, what times, would be good for people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought for sure at least get a couple of people watching, but I guess it's being what, August and Sunday afternoon, people are doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, um, I think I might conclude this show for now. And hopefully the next show will be a little bit more better and informative, and maybe have a few more people. And hopefully I could get Joseph on here and maybe he can talk about his experiences with him as he programs TTC. I'm not sure which other companies that he contracts himself out for, but I think he would be an interesting guest star. Okay, so if this time doesn't suit you guys next week, we'll try and find a day and time that will suit everybody that would be on. Okay, have a good day. And remember, sayonara means adios.